All right, guys. So the fast, let's discuss the fast really quickly. The fast has to be where one day is covered every single day. So in a rotation, if we decide to, let's just say 7 people are doing the fast, then each person can take a day. So technically you will only do one full day where you have no food. You can have water and coffee on that day, just no food, no juice, no smoothies or anything like that. Okay? If 14 people decide to do the fast, then that means you would only have to take one full day out of 14 days where you go a day with no food. Now, this is just the fast. This is not the corporate fast. This is not if God asks you to do a fast on your own. That is separate. So let's just say I take a day and the next morning I wake up and I'm in prayer and the Lord tells me not to eat. Well, guess what? I'm fasting the next day. And if he says to still not eat, then I'm still not fasting. I'm still not eating. So your fast separated from the Lord that he asked you to do is separate. The corporate fast, whatever day you pick, we can work a rotation. So you might not always be Monday. You might not always be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It can change based on the rotation. Also, we can do, we'll take each month and look at that, because if something's coming up, like here in January, we have Sister Barbara's anniversary. So she's like, can I not be on a fast that weekend? And so we're making sure like we try to get that covered, right? So if you have birthdays coming up, holidays, things like that, you're going out of town, visiting family, whatever it may be. Because it is a year long, but at least for right now, we know we're focusing on the 6 months. And the purpose for that is because there are just, it's 6 months. We're just going to focus on the 6 months. Okay, so you have 2 days of juicing and 4 days of staying within a calorie intake, okay? Now, you don't have to do it back to back the way I sent it to you. So you don't have to do fast one day, then go straight into juicing for 2 days, and then go straight into the last 4 days of eating a calorie intake. Now, you can decide to fast, eat, juice, So you can split those up. Do you have to do the juicing? And do you have to do the calorie intake? You don't. We just want to make sure we're covering the fasted period. That will be a 24-hour period, whoever takes a day from 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. Okay? And now the juicing and the calorie intake, that is a more aggressive, but God kept changing it. And the importance of this, I think, is more of the obedience. The obedience is what is being tested more so, and him guiding you through what you're eating, because so many things are happening to our food. You don't know at what point you're not going to be able to consume something. So God needs to be able to say, hey, you can't have eggs because the eggs might be poisoned, and you're going to be like, oh, I love eggs and I'm just going to eat it anyway. Because it's healthy and because it works within my calorie intake and whatever else the case may be, because I'm doing carnivore, I'm doing paleo, or I'm doing Mediterranean, whatever, right? So it's a test of the obedience. So it may change constantly. I see it changing constantly. So let me just give you a quick snapshot. Monday, I fasted. And then today I went ahead and I had me a little bit of oatmeal with a couple of eggs. And then I had a fruit smoothie that I prepared. I like sweet things, so I have a little recipe that I do. So I did a pineapple upside down smoothie. And then Charlie's doing it with me too. And then I had for dinner a salmon and broccoli with a little bit of mashed potatoes. Then I ended up having, just a little while ago, just 2 boiled eggs and I'm going to consume some chai tea with some cream and honey, which is a little bit more carbs, right? And I'm eating now because I will probably be up late. So when you factor in, I ate very minimal, but I took that 12 to 1400 calorie content or intake and I spread it out throughout the day. So I never really felt like I was starving or even being deprived. I was actually putting something in. Now, whatever diet the Lord puts you on. So what I'm going to do is send you out a one of the programs that I used to send to all my clients. Okay, it's called a Total Body Transformation. It is completely macroed out. It gives you a list of a grocery list. There is some supplementation. I will talk to you guys later about which supplementation I would prefer for you to take. You don't need to take them all. A protein shake would be good, just for quickness, you know, on the go. It's light, which is good because we want to focus on trying to be light. Also, the focus of the fast is that God is really trying to bring our health back. He's trying to restore our bodies, heal our bodies, and at the same time build up our antibodies and our immunities, especially to a lot of things that will be occurring. And so we need to be strong. Our temple has to be strong. So I'm going to email that out to all of you, and it breaks down exactly a grocery list. I break down what you can eat every day. I have sample times in there, how much of every meal, and you'll just kind of like go by the grocery list. And I even have a little explanation in there on how you can prepare the food. But it's a no-brainer. You just prepare your food. You can throw it all in the oven or you can grill it all. And I actually like to grill it because I like the garlicky, you know, grilling taste of most of my vegetables. So you can do it how you like. And you will take that sample plan and then take out or insert what you want to change in that. So if you are going to do a raw vegan diet, then you'll just change out and incorporate more of whatever that needs to be. If you're going to do a carnivore diet or the lioness diet, then you would just take out the carbs and maybe add in more vegetables. So you just got to filter those things, play with those things, focus on dairies, good dairies, not store-bought dairies. I've been doing the raw goat's milk. Absolutely love it. It's good on my tummy. It feels good. It almost tastes just like whole milk. And I also have been doing raw goat's cheese, which I actually can find at H-E-B. So raw goat's milk, you have to look for a farm close by you where you can get that from. And then, so yes, and make sure your meats are clean. You want to try to make sure you're going to meat market. And when you go to the meat market, ask them where they get their meat from. I went to a local meat market here in my little bitty town. I was so excited. And then it turns out they get their meat from Colorado. And it's not local. None of my local farmers, which I have like 5 or 6 that are just right around me, literally around me. They surround me. So organic vegetables. So those kinds of things, you guys already know the gist of that kind of stuff, right? The supplementation, like I said, there's a little list there, and I will go through that with you guys later because I don't want this to be long. But I just wanted to touch base and let you know I'm going to send you stuff. It gives you time to look over it. It gives you time to go grocery shopping. If you want your spouses or your children or anyone else to be involved, they're welcome to be involved. And it would be cool to kind of get more people involved too, because then they can take a day of fast, or at the same time they can just be part of eating healthier with you, and that's kind of cool. But I would say start with you first. Let's get you going first, and get on a system that you can move through and get comfortable with before incorporating trying to handle someone else doing it with you, because then it can be overwhelming, and then you're just it won't be as exciting. I really am finding this one to be a little more exciting. It's geared more towards my expertise, you know. So this is going to be good. And since Lisanne, putting you out there, babe, is actually doing the rig fast, which is the 21 days. It's no food and it's just water. She said she would be joining our fast. So we're just going to intertwine that. The beautiful part about that is because she's already on no food, we are actually covered on our days of fasting. Becky took today, but we are covered until the 22nd, which would be the last day for Lisanne on her no food fast. So that at least gives us a good 2 weeks or so to give you time to get money, to get groceries, to do some research and find. When you get the program, I'm going to try to email them tonight. When you get the program, it at least lets you look at it. There is some strength training on there too. It was a full program that I had created for my clients. You're welcome to do the strength. And for our men, you are going to increase. Now on the program, it says men will increase double, but you're not going to do that. So Prophet Stefan, you're just going to go to a 6 to 7 ounce serving. Should be perfect. Now on your carbohydrates, you do want to increase that and bring that up to a cup. So you'll see a half a cup on there, you'll do a cup. And you'll soon realize like it's a lot of food. And even though surprisingly it's only a small amount of calories, but I am excited because this is going to be great. And once you get rolling on the food, start to do some exercise at home. It doesn't have to be complicated. I come to find out at our age and with in the beginning, moving around was a little hard, especially when I was heavier set. It's not easy to get up and down. So I'm like, let me stay on the floor and do everything from the floor, or let me stand and do everything standing. So some stretching is good. And I can send some videos through from some YouTubers that I follow. You can also do Pilates. I love floor Pilates or wall Pilates because you just lay on the floor, put your feet up on the wall, and that's it. You ain't moving. You're just kind of doing this, and it's actually really, really great. I actually come to have really loved that. But this year, I think I'm really going to pick back up on my strength training. I do miss it. And I'm going to incorporate that again. I just am not going to overbear myself the way I used to because I'm not competing. I don't have to compete with anybody, but I do want to be strong. I need my body to be strong, my joints to be strong, my lumbar curves and all those things to be intact, my core to be intact. All those things are very important. So here is the calendar. I'm going to send to you. You'll see it. From 12 a.m. to 12 a.m., 24-hour fasting period. We started on the 6th. I fasted a whole day, but Lisanne has already been in fasting. So I wrote Lisanne's name all the way across to the 22nd. Right as soon as Lisanne comes off, I'm going to be the first one to come on. Kathy and Barbara are going to split a day here. And we just have Ambassador's Coffee. Their kickoff is that. Okay, so there's no one here, and then we just kind of filled in some days, so you can pick up any of these days, or we can actually create a rotation. Now every month it may change because if we have stuff going on, right? Like in February we have Prophet Stefan's wife's birthday, so you know he's probably going to want to take her out. And so yeah, so here we are. So you'll just like pick up a day. We definitely want to give Lisanne some rest. So I would like to fill in a couple of weeks before Lisanne tries to pick up another day. That way she can have time to also, you know, get her body going again with food incorporated after 21 days. So I'll send that to you. I'm going to email you, but I need to know if you're doing the fast with us. So I think right now we have 7 people that have said yes. We're welcome to ask anybody else who would like to join. But the most important thing is we do not want to break the fast. So if you can't do your day, send out a text. And that's the thing we want to let them know, so whoever else will join. I even asked like my brothers, a couple of friends, if they were interested, because it's a pretty cool fast. It's more like grouping together to do some cool training and nutrition as a group, and like becoming healthy together. It's kind of what it feels more like, and I think that's always exciting when those things are done together. It's like praying together. So, oh yeah, and speaking of prayer, so everyone who does the fast, we are going to open up prayer Monday night at 8 p.m. It's just going to be a quick 20-30 minute prayer call. We're going to open up the Zoom, pray, just so that way we keep our spirit alive and together and connected. And that will be Monday nights. We will do those that are doing the fast, the group prayer. All right, that's it. I'm ending it. I love you all, and I'll send everything over, and I know you guys will have questions, and we'll knock those things out as quickly as possible. Okay? Good night.